Hey beauties, beautiful Jay here. Today I'm coming to you guys with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was pretty highly requested because I get asked so many times questions about why people's hair is dry or isn't flourishing the way that they want it to flourish. And I wanted to get on here and help you guys, give you little tips and things that help me to get my hair to flourish. This was my hair before, and as you guys can see, this is my hair now. It has come a very long way. And I wanted to just basically give you guys some tips and things of what I did to help see results in my natural hair journey. First thing first is to make sure that you have some type of deep conditioner in your hair regimen. A lot of times I ask people, do they deep condition their hair? And I always get told no.
Hey, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
And I don't understand why we aren't deep conditioning our hair, but I do hear a lot of naturals aren't utilizing deep conditioner in their hair routine. This is very, very important for every natural to make sure they have in their regimen. The reason being is because you want to make sure that you are adding that moisture into your hair to help with any dryness and breakage. So I do recommend that you utilize some type of deep conditioner. The deep conditioner that I use is by Maui Moisture. I really use all of their deep conditioners. I don't really have a favorite from them. Because all of their deep conditioners work marvelous. I really, really love them. They're very affordable. They aren't expensive at all, and they work amazing. Like, the moisture is out of this world. When I moisturize my hair with it or deep condition my hair with it, my hair feels so soft and it looks so moisturized and feels so moisturized. Like, I love their deep conditioner. Now, this deep conditioner may not work for you. You'll have to find a deep conditioner that may work for you. Test out different products to see what worked for your hair type, because all of us have different hair types and things of that sort. But I do like Maui Moisture. The next thing that I would recommend is sticking to a hair regimen. Do this weekly. I know a lot of times we get busy and things of that sort. I fall short of it too, so you're not alone. But try to stick with a weekly hair routine with shampoo and conditioning, deep conditioning, leave-in, and moisturizing your hair, and utilize products that work for your hair, so that way your hair is getting all of the moisture and love that it needs, because you know that these products are going to work well on your hair. And that's why it's very important to stick with a hair routine that you know for sure is going to work, so you can see results in your natural hair journey. Another thing that I would recommend is making sure that you trim your ends. A lot of times people don't like to cut their hair because they want to hold on to whatever length they have, and they don't want to cut their hair even when it needs to be cut. But I would definitely say to make sure you stick to trimming your ends, because holding on to dead things is not only bad in life, but it's also bad on your hair as well, because if you allow those dead pieces of your hair to stay there for a long time, it can only cause damage in the long run, traveling up the rest of your hair and messing up the rest of the healthy parts of your hair. And we don't want that, because then it's like your hair is never going to flourish if you allow that to happen. So definitely learn your hair and know when you need a trim, because that is going to help your hair flourish so much. I promise you, I have gotten my hair cut so many times and my hair flourished each and every time I get a haircut, because now my hair has the opportunity to grow to its fullest potential once I cut those dead ends off. Another thing that I would recommend is sticking to low manipulation hairstyles. This will just help with any breakage that may happen if you constantly pull on your hair and put it in a bun and things of that sort. Don't get me wrong, I love me a bun, especially when I'm on the go or in a rush and I just get busy throughout the week. But you want to make sure that you give your hair the room to breathe and grow and flourish. Stick to like wash and goes, maybe twist outs and things of that sort. Now, if you aren't really comfortable with your hair with wash and goes and twist outs or whatever, because you may be at that TWA stage, I would definitely recommend sticking to protective styles. That will also help with avoiding any breakage or anything of that sort, because you aren't tugging and pulling on your hair each and every day. But when you do get these protective styles, make sure the person that is doing your hair isn't doing them too tight where it's going to cause breakage in the long run. I would definitely recommend leaving your edges out so they won't pull and tug on your edges as well, because then that would just defeat the purpose of a protective style. Another thing that I would recommend is to make sure that you avoid heat. Now, I had a point in time in my life where I was just flat ironing my hair like crazy, because it was just this thing where I wanted to flat iron like the front piece of my bang. I'll put that picture here on the screen. As you guys can see here on the screen, my curls were just not at its best, because I was always flat ironing my hair just about every week, and I really didn't know how to flat iron my hair properly on top of that, so it just really damaged my hair in the long run. I do know people want to change it up sometimes and straighten their hair here and there. That is perfectly fine, but just make sure that you're using heat protectants and things of that sort to protect your hair from any damage and messing up your curl pattern. But I do not recommend flat ironing your hair super often, especially like I was, because then it will only cause damage in the long run. I will also avoid, you know, blow dryers and things as much as possible too, because that could just damage your hair in the long run as well. So just avoid heat as much as possible. The next thing that I would recommend is when you sleep at night, sleep with a bonnet or a silk scarf or a silk pillowcase. This will help with keeping the moisture inside your hair while you sleep at night, and also help with any breakage. Cotton pillowcases and things of that sort can pull and tug on your hair, causing breakage throughout the night. So it's really, really important that you have either a silk pillowcase or a bonnet or a silk scarf. If you don't like the bonnet or a silk scarf, use the pillowcase, but make sure you have some type of silk material so it won't dry out your hair and also won't cause any breakage as well. And the last tip that I would recommend is making sure that you have some type of sealant oil to seal in the moisture. It really defeats the purpose of moisturizing your hair if you don't have any oil to help seal that moisture in and make sure it's getting all deep into your hair strands and doing its job. Your hair needs the moisture in order for it to grow. That sealant oil would just help with locking in that moisture so your hair can get all of the moisture that it needs. Really just be patient with your hair in general, because everyone's hair is going to grow at its own pace, and you don't want to be impatient with your hair when you're caring for it as well, because then it would just cause more breakage. If you're utilizing a comb or anything of that sort while you are doing your hair, I would definitely recommend that you really take your time, start from the ends and work your way up, so that way you won't cause any breakage on your hair. I personally do finger detangling because it just really helps with any breakage in general. I don't have that much breakage when I do finger detangling as I do when I do combing. So I really like to finger detangle my hair, and I really take my time and work my fingers through my hair when I do my hair. I usually do it in the shower, so that way my hair is dripping wet and I could really just slide my hands through without causing as much breakage on my hair. I really recommend that you do this because it will really change your hair routine and your hair in general. Like I said, you really have to be patient with your hair journey. Your hair is going to flourish. I promise you, if you stick to these routines and stick to a healthy hair routine each and every week, you will see a drastic change over time. Like anything in life, you have to be consistent in order to see the results that you want. So if you aren't consistent with taking care of your hair, you aren't going to get your hair to ever be how you would like it to be. Like I said, really try your hardest to stick to a routine. I cannot stress that enough. If you stick to a weekly routine, your hair will flourish. Like literally your hair, you will look back at pictures like I do now and see how far your hair has come and be amazed at how your hair is. Like I promise you, just stick it out, be patient with your hair. Your hair will get there. It's not a race when it comes to our hair and our natural hair journey. Everyone's journey and growth is going to come at its own pace, but you have to be consistent with your routine and just be patient and wait the process out. I do hope these tips were helpful for you guys. Like I said, these are tips that I implemented and changed in my hair regimen and saw, you know, a drastic change in the way that my hair is. My hair is flourishing, if I like to say so myself, and others as well. But I thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Like I said, I hope these tips and things were helpful with you in your natural hair journey. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.